Hey folks, welcome to Wolfgang's Outdoors. Today I thought we'd take a look at my day hiking kit. Let's get right into it. First is the stuff I'm going to have on my body, on my belt, in my pockets, not including the stuff in my backpack. So this would be, in addition to the multi-tool and the folding knife I carry in my EDC, this is going to be a good fixed blade knife. Now, I got some feedback on the short I made about my EDC, and the reason I blurred the knife in the video is because YouTube took the video down when I uploaded it when I showed the knife, and they said in order to re-upload it I had to blur it, so I'm going to do the same thing with this knife. Next, let's take a look at my signaling kit. This is kept in the front outer pocket of my backpack. So we've got a signal mirror with a duct tape case made for it. This is a star flash signal mirror. Very nice. We have a headlamp. This is just a no-name AAA headlamp. I'm thinking about switching this out for an Olight headlamp. I want something more reliable with brand recognition. So we have full power. This is 120 lumens. And press down to dim. And we have flashing diffuse light and regular diffuse light, and then we have red flashing, then we have lockout, and then the band is secured with a Ranger band around the back. We have 25 feet of orange paracord. This is just for utility. This is not strictly for signaling. We've got some small Crayola colored pencils for map drawing, and then some paper and note cards in a watertight Ziploc bag. Got 2 glow sticks, an orange one and a green lens, or chem lights if you would, with paracord wrapped around them. That is everything I keep in my signaling kit. Oh, I almost forgot. We have a Ziploc bag with some trail tape that's been wrapped up, and some chalk for marking your trails. Next up, we have my food kit. So we have in a Ziploc bag, we have 2 Nature Valley granola bars. That's 400 calories. 200 calories per bar. Then we have a ramen noodle. $380 calories. Next we have the meal from an MRE. This is beef taco filling bowl, and then the heater and the nutrition sheet. Then we have a large spoon for getting into the meal pouches. Then we have a brew kit, which has some coffee, freeze-dried coffee from an MRE. Now, I don't like to drink my coffee with creamer, so we're not going to find any creamer in this kit. We have 2 packages of iodized salt. This is for rehydration. Then we have a second MRE, or a second ramen noodle seasoning pack. This is to be used as bouillon or a soup base. Then we have 2 things of black tea. And that is my emergency ration for when I'm hiking. I also will keep a couple bars in the front pocket, one of the front pockets of my bags for snacks on the trails. I'm not going to snack on any of this stuff. This is for emergency calories. And I'll hopefully have, I'll have enough calories. Comes up to somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,200 calories. That should be enough to get me through. And in survival, food is not your priority. You can go 3 weeks without food. That is, well, I've never liked the rule of 3 because, after a week you're going to be severely debilitated and not be able to do much work. But still, you can still survive 3 weeks without food. You're not going to be thriving, you're definitely going to be surviving, though. And then we have my hunting and fishing kit. So we just have a mouse trap, good for catching small game. And then in here we have 2 large Ranger bands, 3 Ranger bands, 2 large and then 1 normal size to keep this little container. This is just a random little container I got from somewhere. I think it was a match case or something I got from somewhere, some cheap matches. And in here we have some line, some fishing line. This is about 20 feet of 8-pound test fishing line. We have a safety pin that has a oval weight, a small hook, and a swivel on it. We have an oval weight that has a large hook, a swivel, and an oval weight on it. We have some brass snare wire. And we got some extra safety pins. And then we got, well, I thought there was 4, but it appears we only have 3 brass nails for making improvised frog gigs or something else in the woods, maybe an improvised shelter or something else we have. That is everything I keep in my food kit as well as my hunting and fishing kit. Next, we're going to take a look at my fire kit. This is all in a watertight Ziploc bag. We've got my flint and steel kit. Flint and steel is not my preferred fire method. I'm not the best at it, but still. This tin also can be double as a char cloth tin, so we have just some cotton material in here. A ferrous rod striker. If you have seen any of my shorts, I'm not a fan of these. They're not the best. They don't really work. They're not hardened steel, so they don't scrape the ferrous rod very well, but these work pretty well as a flint and steel striker. Then I've got an assortment of flint rocks, some sharp ones like this, and then some larger ones I can chip pieces off of. We have my ignition source kit. I have a small bag of stormproof matches. A Zippo lighter. A book of MRE matches, as well as a match striker cut off an old matchbox. Have our trusty ferrous rod. This one's seen a little bit of use. Then we have our bag of tinders. This is just some man-made tinders I keep with me, just in case I can't find any tinders in the woods. So we have 2 packages of fuel gel. This is Traxane Fuel Gel. Very nice to have. We have 1 beeswax candle and then 3 wax-dipped cotton balls with a Ranger band around it. We have a thing of cotton balls and Vaseline. Then we have some pine sap. This is everything that makes up my fire starting kit. I believe it's a very well-rounded kit, covers most of my bases. I can get a fire started in most environments with this kit. Next, let's take a look at my shelter and warmth kit. So I keep an emergency space blanket, just your generic Mylar space blanket. I keep some hand warmers. Keep a ridge line or some rope that I can turn into a rapid ridge line between 2 trees to put up my shelter. 2 heavy meal trash bags. For the shelter itself, I just keep a blue poly tarp. This is just a 5x7 tarp with aluminum grommets. And then for something to sleep in, I use a military whoopee. This is the BDU pattern. That's everything I keep in my shelter and warmth kit. Next, let's take a look at my gear repair kit. We have 50 feet of 550 paracord. This is not strictly for gear repair. This can also be used for setting up a shelter or any other various tasks. We've got an air mattress repair patch. This can be used for anything that requires a watertight patch. We have my sewing kit. This is in a pill bottle. This has a waterproof fabric patch or waterproof fabric square. This has some needles. We have one large canvas sail needle and 3 regular needles. Heavy duty black thread. And an assortment of safety pins. And then lastly, we keep some duct tape. This is a lot of duct tape. I might take some of this off and put it around a credit card. And an Alice clip. This is everything I keep in my gear repair kit. Next is the clothes I wear hiking. I keep all of these in a dry bag. Because there's nothing worse than falling in a lake and having all your clothes get soaked. I keep an extra pair of underwear. I keep a good pair of long socks. I keep, this is a cravat. This is a triangular bandage that has been taken out of the packaging with some Ranger bands around it. It's just cotton material. It can be used as a bandana or anything else of that type. And then I have a long sleeve wool shirt. The pack itself is the Roaring Fire 72-hour salt pack. As I have this bag packed right now, the kit weighs 14 pounds, 7 ounces. This is not including food, water, or fuel. And like the last kit video, if this video gets 500 views, I will take this out in an overnight challenge, and we'll test it out.